I'm Kimmie Rose, and this is this week's Vibe and Mantra from September the 7th through the 13th, 2018 AD. And I'm going to start out with my hot cocoa, half hot cocoa, and a little bit of coffee. It says, stay true. And on the back it says, life is good. I love this mug because if I stay true to myself, life will be good, right? And chemically speaking, we think by drinking coffee or having a little bit of sugar that it's going to make life good, right? It's going to make life better. But the truth is, we already have that inside of us. I love the mug because it says stay true, but how many of us feel that feeling when we go into a store and we're feeling icky and we feel like, oh my gosh, I got to get that. I got to get that saying, because if I have that saying, my life will be better. If I have that outside thing in my life will be better. If I have that relationship, my life will be better. If I have, and so I am part of Generation X. I'm 50 years old, born in 68, and it was all about if I had those, I won't say the brand name genes or whatever, I'm a better person, I'm a different person, you know, I'm better, better, better. Well, the truth is we are in a time this week, the vibe this week is really about going down to the core. And I've been talking about this for quite a few weeks. All the energy that we've been dealing with. We've been dealing with a lot of energy, a lot of situations happening. Even people going away from us that we know that wasn't a good situation. And I've explained that it's not the person that's not good for you. It's the situation, or it's the sometimes codependency that's created. So we truly, our vibe truly attracts our tribe. And this week's vibe is all about the energy that we are sitting with. You are crystal clear. You know, I talk about prisms. If I was to put light on this, and this is you, whatever frequency you are holding, whatever inspiration comes in or idea, out of that will come a group of people, situations, things, jobs that will vibrate to however you're vibrating inside. Not one sign, not one chemical, not one thing will make a difference. It's how you are vibrating at your core. And that's what this week's vibe's about. And so this week's vibe is truly about your vibe. And I'm going to enjoy sharing with you how you can clear things and how you can create a better life. That's what this is all about. It's about living heaven on earth. This week, it starts out by bringing all of our awareness that has mostly been turned outward in the world, all that stuff that's been going on, back inward into our own lives, into where we personally can feel uncomfortable. It's going to stir the pot of discontent within us. And we started feeling that more towards the end of last week, and it moves into this week. It's going to feel really deep, you know, and I'm just warning you, if you haven't taken any time for yourself last week, you're going to start feeling it this week, and it's going to build up. It's really important for you to take time for you and unwind, de-stress, relax. Stress can really damage your immune system. So, if you're feeling any symptoms, rest. Now's the time to release anything that seems to have worked its way back into your life. And if it is back in your life, remember, it's about releasing those things. It's time to cut those ties with the things that you know don't belong in your life. I'm not kidding, seriously. Let it go this time. You've been hearing me say it. You're going to feel so much better over the next few weeks if you do so, because you're clearing away old thought patterns that have kept you stuck. That's the beautiful thing. As the moon was waning, it was clearing away old patterns and low frequencies that you've acquired in your emotional field. So in essence, you're dusting off the rubbish and replacing it with a crystal clear vibration, crystal clear thought. I was talking to someone on the phone today, and she always inspires me that's what I love about doing readings and giving guidance. I always learn from people. And when I was talking to her, she was talking about a new relationship that she's in, and this happens a lot, and I'm sure many of you can relate to this. It's all of a sudden she's talking about a relationship, and then she starts saying, but I'm afraid to do this because of this situation in my past. And see, that's what it's about. We all have in our neurological system, we have what you call cellular memory. And in our cellular memory, every day it gets cleared. We have brand new cells every single day. I mean, I don't know if you know that, but if you've listened to, there are some great teachers that talk about it. Deepak Chopra, I could go on and explain Greg Braden, just some Joe Dispenza, some amazing people that talk about this. So every single day of your life, you have new cells. You start with a clear page. So any experience in your past, it's wiped clean. It's your choice to carry that vibration with you. And I'm going to give you an example. This is a tuning fork. Think of this tuning fork as holding. You want this tuning fork held your abandonment. It held things not happening. It holds your pain. Let's say no, it holds your pain. It holds your abandonment. It holds everything. I want to drop it. I don't want to touch it because it holds all that. This tuning fork is like the neurological system and the emotional system that lies within your physical body. So, if I activate that tuning fork and I'm actually putting the intentions into that tuning fork is going to send that energy, and my cellular memory, because I even spoke about it, is going to open up the unconscious and things are going to come pouring in. And then the subconscious mind is going to give me feelings of agony, pain, suffering. That's how we get dis-ease in our body. That's how things happen. And as I'm sitting here, I really work hard at not paying attention to other people or other things around me, because I'm such a sensitive person that could actually affect the way I'm talking to you, the way I'm relating to you. So the more I can stay clear within myself, and I said it today, I said this is going to be the most powerful vibe and mantra. The most powerful vibe and mantra I've ever given. And the reason for that is because I feel empowered. Because this knowledge that came to me made so much sense. I have this song that I love. It's called Unwritten. And when my phone rings, it starts playing, and it says, it's Natasha Bedingfield, and it says, open up, it's about opening up the dirty window, and then it's like everything, let the sun illuminate your skin. Everything is new. Your life is unwritten. Here we are in a place of relaxation, in a place that fits my frequency. I love it outside, but this is a place where I like to meditate. This is a place that I like to come. And as I was sharing with you, that if we put our past into this tuning fork, and I'm not going to do that, I'm not even going to give myself a frequency. What I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the pages of the book, and I'm going to say, this day, in this moment, I write my story. I am in a place where I can meditate. I'm in a place that's safe. I'm in a place that I love. It has all the things in it that help me to help people and to also help myself. If you are not doing that even in your workplace, I would say change things. Change place. Even if you have a little cubicle, have a few things around you that help you with your frequency. Tuning forks are great. So this is a clear frequency. Right in this moment, everything is exactly the way it needs to be in this moment. That's what this week is about. This week is about not taking the past with us. I did some stones, and if you're interested in these, you can, these stones are very special in that each of them contains certain frequencies, words. You can use these stones if you want to help your relationship, if you want to help communication with loved ones. So when I make them, you'll get a set of them. You'll get 18 stones, and each one of them will have a different word and on one side and a different word on the other. And it will help based on what your situation is, your personal situation. It'll actually help you to be able to form better communication in your relationship. So let me pull out a stone. And this one says play. Play. So play is really important. And what you can do is you take these stones and you can make them into words. And the other one is balance. And so when I play, I balance my life. But then there's other words. We've got adjectives, verbs, things like that. So if you're interested in creating better communication with yourself, with your children, you can use these stones. You can make them yourself. There'll be a video that you can watch pretty soon up on YouTube on this channel. Or if you would like, you want these made for you, let me know. Or get a whiteboard. But most of all, remember communication. It's the communication in your body. Dr. Bruce Lipton, he is amazing. He talks about our cells and how every day we create brand new cells, and the life that we live, we surround ourselves with different energy. This space casts the shadows of me, you know, and everything around me. When we're outside, everything was brighter. In this room, you know, you can see, this is my shadow, but my shadow is not dark. My shadow is produced by light. And so you can see me waving. I can make little, you know, you ever do that? Make signs, you know? Alligator. Oh, that looks like a dog. You know? Whatever it is. I can make peace signs, whatever it is. But the shadow is a part of you that is clear. People say the shadow self is a scary thing. No. The shadow is a part of you, and it is created through illumination and light. So I've been asked, and I make this a little bit longer because you've asked me to do some teaching. So in this video, in this week's Vibe and Mantra, I'm going to do a little teaching for you. And since my master transported me here, thank you, Skip. He actually got me into this room just like that from outside. And I even asked him for a little bit of a change of wardrobe. So he cut the sleeves off my sweater. See, same sweater, sleeves are off. Pretty cool, Skip. Skip creates magic. He does. He's amazing. So with clarity and with space, I am in a place sharing with you how I can create that clear vibration within me. Meditation for me is huge. I had the blessing of going to the Buddhist Center last week, and it was amazing. I know that people in my life said to me, I can tell a big difference with you when you go. It's because it's a sacred space where I can just close my eyes and go within. And maybe for you, it's throwing a ball with your dog, Or maybe it's doing something, playing, just dancing. I get a lot of it by scaring people, believe it or not. I've been having fun playing pranks on people. And there's still a couple that people have, booby traps I've set up that I just like laughing. Laughter. Whatever works. Laughter is amazing. So there's something I wanted to share with you. And I'm laughing. I'm like, face ID. Let it look at my face. It's a quote, and I really liked it. Allowing people inside your life is a beautiful thing. Letting go of people who drain your spirit is another beautiful thing that you can do in your life. When you do this, you're loving yourself. And being able to do this is important. It's knowing that you have the power in every moment to choose what to accept and what to let go of. I want to really stress, though, that letting go of people, it's not the people that are the poison, it's the choices that we make. It's the choices that we make, because every day you have the choice to write your own chapter in life. You're not bound to a job. You're not bound to anything. I mean, all the stuff you have can bind you, okay? Society can bind you, you think. Not true. If you put that vibration into your existence, that's exactly what you get. We can put vibrations into our life every day. When you actually listen to the vibration at the end of the bell, we can put the bowls in. These are 540 hertz. They connect with the heart. That's cool because it's still playing. Whatever vibrations that we create in our lives create our life. I've been talking about the law of attraction, and the law of attraction is you. That's what the vibe is about this week. So here's an exercise. This is your mind, your neurological system on clarity. This is what you look like. You are clear. You reflect certain colors, vibrations. This is your vibration. Right here. It's all spiky and pokes and hurts and boom, all these things, right? On things that we think make us feel good. This stuff's great, right? I feel crappy. I'm gonna eat. Right now, I want a Reese's pumpkin egg. Or maybe I want some sweets. Or maybe I want this. Or this would help me feel more balanced. So think about even the things that you put in your body. Think about the things, even the thoughts that you think. Dr. Bruce Lipton talks about that. And as I get back to his story, what Dr. Bruce Lipton talked about, I absolutely found it completely amazing, is he said that he did studies and he took a group of people. Some of these people were really sick, like really sick people with a lot of ailments. And he did studies on them and surrounded them with a lot of peaceful things. And then he took people that were really healthy and surrounded them with chaos. What happened was the people that were happy and peaceful got sick, and the people that were healthy got better. So he took it, as I was talking to you about your cells and your neurological system, every day you have a clean slate. You create new cells. Now, there's a lot of things that are important. Sleep, different meditation. If you're not one that sleeps real well and you're not good at taking naps, meditate. Meditation is important. Meditation does not mean levitating. It's just simply closing your eyes, even if you lay down, but it's really important if you can just sit, close your eyes, and just follow your breath. And stay still. And you begin just to hear your heart. You can feel your body, it begins to tingle. And to me, that's like the most peaceful thing in the world. Sometimes it's driving. I guess if you're not in a lot of traffic and you don't have road rage, I still can feel comfortable when I'm driving. But he talks about our cells, and our cells, every day, we create new cells. So if you carry hurt and pain from your past, that gets injected into the cells the next day. But if you start to practice mindfulness, and mindfulness is being in the present moment, it's work. You know, a lot of people, they'll see Buddhist monks and they'll go, oh, wow, well, they don't have any stress in their life at all. You know, all they do is sit around and all day is meditate. Well, I'm going to tell you, to be a Buddhist monk, it doesn't work that way. I mean, like, they learn meditation, but they give up and they surrender a lot. But they also, I've seen some of their training, and like, they'll actually be meditating and they'll be cracking whips around them. And the whole thing is just to be peaceful and not to move, not to let anything shatter that part of you, because you are whole, and that's what it's about. So Dr. Bruce Lipton, he took this a step further. He took cells out of a person that was really sick, and he put them in a petri dish. And if I'm not saying it exactly right, I apologize, but this is what I heard, okay? Then he took cells out of somebody that was really healthy, put them in a petri dish, and he did the same thing. He surrounded the cells of a person that was sick with calming music, with a lot of peaceful things. And what he started to notice as he did that those cells actually had a mind of their own. They actually worked like their own community. They started forming new cells, and they started working in harmony together. They started reacting to their environment. And then the cells of the peaceful person that was healthy and lived a fairly good life and exercised, those cells started working against each other, and dis-ease was formed. That's what I'm talking about. Your body may look great on the outside, but inside, whatever you're carrying, and if you're carrying things from your past, it's because you chose to think those things and you choose to let them affect you. And I'm going to tell you, I am not a person that has mastered that yet, but I choose to teach things that I wish to master, and I have no problem speaking of my truth and the struggles that I've had in my life. And some of the things that have went on in my life are that I was doing really well, and I said the words, the only way I could be taken away from things in my life or challenged or go down the rabbit hole in a bad way is if I had issues with my children. I called that to myself. And guess what? That's what happened. And if I keep carrying that with me and I allow it to define who I am, I find that it does, and it creates a lot of havoc. But if I go to the moment of when I held my children in my arms for the very first time, I know the love I have for my children. And I know the goodness that I am as a mother. And I know I've done a great job. And I've done the best that I could with all that I had in my life. And so, circumstances may make things difficult for you. Maybe, you weren't born with a silver spoon. And even if you were, it doesn't mean it's always perfect. But as long as you can find that balance inside of you and know at the end of the day when you go to bed or when you wake up that you've done the best you've written and created the best life that you could for you, and you've practiced some form of mindfulness or relaxation, you know the next day your cells are going to be happy and they're going to be working in harmony with your body. Today that came to me, and I told Skip when I said, this is going to be the best vibe and mantra ever, because I'm finally going to be teaching the life that I was meant to live, the challenges that I have been given. I'm going to finally show you transformation in my own self. Many of you have seen the ups and downs that I've been through over the past 13 years. In this moment, I intend to work with myself, for myself, and to write the pages of my story every day. And I hope that you pay attention to your vibe. And remember, your vibe does attract your tribe. I've been blessed with a wonderful tribe. Some people that have moved across the country, well, the United States, I should say, almost across, down and up. I don't know, because we're kind of like on the same side of the United States, but to be with me that I would worry every day. I don't want to let them down. And I was taking that into me, and I was creating a lot of negative waves, and it was waving out to them, and it creates doubt. And what I noticed is I'm a person that when I do that, I can really affect a lot of things. And so I'm going to tell you, from this moment on, I am going to soar. I'm going to create and manifest. And so meant to what the vibe and mantra is about. This isn't about me just getting on YouTube and trying to teach something so I can get clicks and subscribers. It's about me working in my purpose. And I promise you that if you can really, really take the mantra and you can fully immerse yourself in it, your life will feel the way it's supposed to feel. It will feel whole. That's so important. So we are starting a new chapter today. And that new chapter is, as you open up your page, it's empty. You can honor everything in the past, but you're writing something new today. Choose what you want to choose. If in the moment you start to choose and you start to feel, but this is happening, that is happening, don't tarnish your pages. They're sacred. I talk about the Akashic records. Everything has a frequency. Everything has a vibration. If you say, I'm not good enough, you will attract things in your life that are not good enough. If you say, I can't do this, that's exactly what will happen. Try it. We've got a whole week. I want to see how this works. I'm going to be working on it. I'm going up north next week, and I'm going to really work on me. And not all of you can go on vacation. And for me, I usually work and I take vacation, but I really am going to pay attention on with my system, with working on my energy. So this week's vibe is all about you. So whether you meditate, close your eyes, my friend James Jensen, who's a wonderful man, he gave me these, and he puts these over his eyes. You know, however you need to do it, transcendental meditation, hypnosis, whatever you need, it's there for you. There's a lot of tools out there, but everything you have is inside of you. Close your eyes and just be. And think of yourselves and send happy things into your body. And the big key is let go of the things that are like nooses in your life. And as soon as I say that, I can tell you, I can feel like you think of people. You don't have to let them go, because when you begin to shift your energy, people will just leave your life. Be okay with that. Trust it. It's funny because When you trust that, the best things in life happen. So last but not least, I'm going to just read something, and it's like a cool picture. If you can't do anything about it, then let it go. Don't be a prisoner to things you can't change. Don't be a prisoner to things you can't change. And that means that you can't change others, but you definitely can change things within yourself. And that's what this week is all about. So this week is about taking time to really clear. Last week was about that. This week you should be doing it because that's what we talked about. So start paying attention to the things that you're eating. Pay attention to the vibrations that you're accepting. And if you get sad, ask yourself why. Does it matter? Be good to yourself. This is this week's mantra. I'm going to ring the bell. In this moment, I recognize that past experiences do not shape my character. Instead, they are mirrors showing me vast diversity of how I can choose to experience my life. I am the author and star of my own story, and every day I start with a new chapter that is mine to author, and honor the experiences of my past as parts of my story that have made my character stronger and mirrored my wholeness. Have a really blessed week. Take care of yourself. And on Mondays, we have free readings. You can do that. You can see the information on the screen. And we will be adding new videos. We're doing some really cool things. And I also wanted to bring up something that is really, really cool. I think it's a great idea. We've been doing this. We've kind of went to a couple places, you see, with the Vibe and Mantra. Not a lot, but if you have a place that is a gem, like when I call it a gem, meaning wherever you live, a place that's really special that people might not know about. You know, there's a lot of places we hear about, like Sedona and the vortexes, but there are so many neat places in this world that are so unique, that bring people inner peace. Please share with us that place, and we'll come to you, and we'll share it with others, and together we can always create change, and you can bring that peace in your own special gem of a place into other people's hearts, and put that place on the map. Truly, we are prisms of light together. If you would like to get a reading, you can go to the website, or you can call the number on the screen, and please share with us this week how you did. Namaste. Peace.
It's just forming some chords and some walls. I'm static without the ends, and every breath of hers was a thorn in desire, and every petal's blushing red. It's on my fingertips, and my electric lights becoming me electric. It's on my fingertips, and my electric lights becoming me electric again. Millions are standing in Elysian fields, and everyone is up on the shore. They're taking you again and again and again. My friend, they can take